অঞ্জনিতাই গৌরাধেশাম জপ হরে কৃষ্ণ হরে রাম।
Jai Guru Sri Guru, Jai Guru Sri Guru, Jai Guru Radha Raman. Jai Nitai, Jai Gaur, Jai Jai Sri Radheshyam. Welcome back to the second part of the study on Sri Bhagavata Rahasya by Sri Sri Dongreji Maharaj. 3. The path of action, the path of knowledge and the path of devotion. The soul is part of Narayan. It has to merge with him. For this, the scriptures have suggested several methods: karma marg, gyan marg, or bhakti marg. Through the Upanishads, knowledge of the Upanishads, one can have a direct experience of God. But Sri Vyasji thought that the language of the Upanishads is mysterious. Ordinary people will not be able to understand it. The knowledge of the Upanishads is divine, but luxurious people like him will not be able to experience such divine knowledge, because the life of humans is very luxurious. So it is impossible for a living being to go to God through the path of knowledge. Without extreme detachment, one cannot achieve success in the path of knowledge. The foundation is knowledge. Of knowledge is detachment. It is difficult to achieve such extreme detachment. Sri Sukdev Ji Maharaj had achieved such extreme detachment. As soon as he was born, he left for the forest and told his father, "You are not the father, and I am not the son." The Vedas preach renunciation. The scriptures say to renounce everything. The scriptures say, "Leave lust, leave anger." But men cannot renounce anything. Ordinary people cannot even give up eating pan and betel nut. How will they give up lust, anger, and greed? How will they give up their homes? Ordinary man has nothing to do and he cannot give up anything. But the Vedanta Shastra says that you will have to give up everything and renounce everything and follow God only. Only then will you be able to recognize God and meet him. Renunciation of everything is not easy for ordinary men. There are 4 parts of Veda: Samhita, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, commentary. The Vedas end with the Upanishads, so it is called Vedanta. The Upanishads part come in Aranyaka. The texts which the sages contemplate are called Aranyaka. Those who live in pleasure in bungalows have no rights to the Upanishads, study of the Upanishads. Creatures like us, who are trapped in the world, cannot digest the knowledge of the Upanishads. After thinking about all these things, Lord Vyasji has composed that Srimad Bhagavat Shastra. The path shown by the Upanishads is not easy for people like us. The meaning of the Upanishads is renunciation. Those who cannot give up pan, betel nut, tea, and those who cannot give up the snuff box even after sitting for 4 hours in a story, how will they be able to give up the vices like lust, anger, etc.? Those who enjoy sensual pleasure will not be able to practice yoga. If a hedonist tries to become a yogi, he will become sick. One who falls in the path of knowledge becomes an atheist. One who falls in the path of yoga becomes sick. One who falls in the path of devotion becomes attached. Kali Yuga men cannot practice yoga. This Bhagavat Shastra has been composed for the salvation of the people of Kali Yuga. A new guidance has been given in Srimad Bhagavat. Bhagavat Shastra tells those who say we cannot leave our homes and business, do not be disheartened. There is no need to leave everything and go to the forest. Happiness is not found only by going to the forest. Even when a living being leaves such tendencies and sits in retirement, thoughts of worldly life come to the mind. The ideal of Srimad Bhagavat Shastra is divine. Gopis did not leave their homes. Gopis used to do household chores. They did not abandon their religion. They did not go to the forest. Still they were able to attain Sri Bhagavan. Srimad Bhagavat Shastra guides in such a way that the bliss that a yogi gets in meditation, the same bliss can be obtained while staying at home. receive healing, you can do it. You can please God even while staying at home. You can attain Him. But your every behavior should become devotional. Every behavior of the gopis had became devotional. One can have darshan of Sri Bhagavan even while staying at home. The gopis had seen God at home. The gopis believed that wherever we go, our Sri Krishna is with us. Uddhavji, pride of knowledge, was satiated by seeing such gopis in Braj. After the satsang of the gopis, Uddhavji started saying, Bande Nandan Jastrinam Padare Num Bhikshnas Jasam Harikato Gitam Punati Bhuvanatrajam. I repeatedly bow to the dust of the feet of these gopis living in Nand Baba's brush and put it on my forehead. Oh, these gopis have sung songs about the tales, the stories of Krishna's pastimes. He is purifying the three worlds and will continue to do so forever. Gopis see Sri Bhagavan in everything. They say, I see my Lord in this tree, creeper, flower, fruits. My Krishna never leaves me. Gopis have experienced Sri Paramatma at home. It is said in Sri Bhagavat that live at home, do your own things, still you can attain God. Living at home is not a sin, but keeping home in mind is a sin. Everyone does not need to be a sadhu. If all of you take sannyas, then who will become sadhus and sannyas? Who will respect them? If we are in a world of sannyas, in another world, what will be the need of the sadhus and sannyas if it will be a universe like that? The love-filled devotion of the gopis is so divine that they have attained the Lord even while living at home. They have become the form of Sri Krishna. In this way, whoever finds his mind in Sri Krishna will become the form of Sri Krishna. Lord Vyas Narayan is the protector of such a divine path of devotion. We will describe it in Bhagavat Shastra, and through this devotion you will have a realization of God. Srimad Bhagavat will make your every behavior devotional. Bhagavat will coordinate behavior and charity. It will give you the same joy at home that yogis enjoy while sitting in the forest. Bhagavat Shastra have been written so that the householder can also get the joy that yogis get in meditation, to have detachment from worldly pleasures and to awaken love for the Lord. This is the purpose of the stories and pastimes in Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavat means a means to meet God. One who takes shelter of saints became a saint. One who takes shelter of Bhagavat becomes divine. Devotion is not only possible in temples, but wherever you sit, it can be done there. This devotion does not require any place or time. Devotion is it as to be done 24 hours a day. One which differentiates between the time of devotion and the time of enjoyment cannot do devotion. Do devotion continuously. Maintain Brahma Sambandh 24 hours a day. Always be careful. Always be cautious that you do not get connected with Maya. When Vasudevji placed Sri Krishna on his head, he had Brahma Sambandh, due to which the chains of his hand and feet broke. But when he turned with Jogmaya, he again got bound. Vasudevji had Brahma Sambandh, but he could not maintain it. Brahma Sambandh should be maintained. One should not stop remembering God. Vaishnavas, the devotees, play with God. Whatever action a living being does, when he does it for God, then every action of his becomes devotion. Devotion has a special relationship with the mind, and the one who does not have devotion from the mind needs to serve with the body. Mental service is the best. Sadhus and saints remain engrossed in mental service. If one gets absorbed in such a service, then the soul is fulfilled. The teachers of the path of devotion are the gopis. Keep this, their ideal, in front of your mind and eyes. the bliss of God, which is experienced through the path of knowledge and yoga. The same bliss can be experienced easily through this devotion. Sri Bhagavat has been writing with the objective that this ordinary soul should also get the same bliss that the knowledgeable yogis get. In this, the form of God has been described. How is God? I want to add to this lecture that is extremely nectarious that in our Gaudiya Siddhanta, our vision of the supreme bliss Anand inside the Bhakti path is thousands of times superior than the bliss of knowledge, Gyan, or yoga meditation. The bliss and the ecstasies performed and experimented by the Bhakti yogis is in an absolutely total different level, upper level. We cannot compare the bliss of the meditation in yoga to the ecstasy of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, or the Sri Radharaman Charandas Dev. It's impossible to compare anything with that level of Anand that is so strong and so powerful that the very limbs of Gauranga Mahaprabhu were elongated. His body was elongated with such a power that he was feeling inside that his body started muting, changing completely. The same happened with Radharaman Charandas Dev. So it's not possible to compare with the simple bliss of nirvana or moksha that the yogis are feeling in meditation. It's not possible to compare. It's not the same. But since Dongreji Maharaj, this saint, is speaking for a wide audience, he may be showing in this way. 4. Destruction of heat and importance of Sri Krishna and worship. Tapatraja Vinasyai Sri Krishnai Vayam Namoha. While describing the nature of God, it is said, Tapatrai Vinasyai. Sorrow is the nature of the mind, not of the soul. Man remembers God in sorrow, due to which he has a union with God and get bliss. The nature of a living being is not beautiful. The body of God may not be beautiful at times. The bodies of Kurma Avatar and Varaha Avatar were not beautiful indeed. But the nature of Sri Paramatma is beautiful, extremely beautiful. It is the nature of God to remove the sorrows of others. That is why Sri Bhagavan is worship worthy. We worship Lord Krishna, who destroyed all three types of suffering: spiritual, supernatural, and physical. Many people ask, what is the benefit of worshipping? Sins are burned by worshipping. If you worship Sri Radha Krishna, all your suffering will be destroyed by worship. But worship not only with the body, but also with the mind. That is, keep Sri Radha Shyam in your heart and bow to them with love. Bow to the Lord. It puts you in bondage. Bow to the Lord. It will take out you from bondage. He who supports you in sorrow is God. He who supports you in happiness is God. God always supports you in sorrow, in problems. Always God is there. Therefore, God is worthy of worship. Whoever God has helped, he has helped them in sorrow only. Sri Krishna helped the Pandavas as long as they were in sorrow. But when the Pandavas sat on the throne, Sri Krishna also left from there. Whoever has met God, he has met them in sorrow only. The companion of happiness is the living being, and the companion of sorrow is God. Constantly meditate on this. If a man make even less effort for God than the effort that he makes to get wealth and endure sorrow, he will certainly find God. This last paragraph is a little bit confusing. I think there is some kind of mistake in the translation and the words are difficult to catch the mood here. But what I understand, you can tell me if your understanding is different, but what I understand that Dongreji Maharaj is saying that when we are in big problems, then God is always there, is always helping us. But when we are happy and everything is okay, we forget God, and then in somehow we are trapped in Maya. But when we are suffering, we remember God, and God is always helping us. Since He is always lovingly helping us and every single entity, living entity, then God is, of course, is worth of being worshipped, because He is always is the well-wisher of every single soul, right? Heat is destroyed. If you know, Kanhaya used to go to the houses of gopis without being invited. But why doesn't he come to my house? Have you ever, Kanai, used to go to the houses of gopis without being invited, but why doesn't he come to my house? Have you ever thought about this? You too decide that I will also do such good deeds that Kanaya will come to my house. What does it mean to fold hands and to bow your head before Sri Bhagavan? Hands are a symbol of action and power. Joining hands means that I will do good deeds with these hands of mine. Bowing your head means, oh, Nath, Krishna, I offer my intellect and power to you. To worship means to offer your action, power and intellect and power too, all yourself to Sri Bhagavan. This is worship. Sins are saved by worshipping Sri Bhagavan. Since you are saved of your sins, sins are destroyed by worshipping Krishna. Heat is destroyed. If you want to be fearless, worship Lord Krishna with love. My God is an ocean of mercy. Worship not only with the speech and body, but also with your heart. By worshipping from the heart, there is a divine connection with the Lord. Shri Shri Dongreji Maharaj ki jai, Sri Bhagavata Rahasya ki jai. I hope you enjoyed. If there is any commentary on what I am reading, or maybe you are understanding some topics on a different way, please comment here in the comment section below. I want to add a note to say from the very first 2 or 3 paragraphs, he's speaking about merging in God. But the translation is possible that the translation is not correct on this topic. Maybe he means that to stay constantly on divine consciousness, that the translation from the Hindi have been turned as merging in God. He, as a Vaishnava, is of course not supporting the idea of merging in God, but to be with God, because he's always speaking about Bhagavan Sri Krishna and the worship to Sri Krishna. We will keep discovering and continue discovering this wonderful Bhagavata Rahasya in the next episode. I hope you enjoy. Jai Guru Sri Guru, Jai Guru Sri Guru, Jai Guru Radha Raman, Jai Nitai, Jai Gaur, Jai Jai Shri Radheshyam.